Let me show you how to add a HDRI in Blender. It's easier than you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorials like this. First, open Blender and make sure you're in the Layout workspace. You'll see the default cube in the center of the scene. To add a HDRI, we'll switch to the Shading workspace. You can do this by clicking on the Shading tab at the top of the screen. In the Shading workspace, you'll see two panels, one for the 3D viewport and the other for the shader editor. At the top of the shader editor, make sure you're on the World tab. If it's not showing, click the drop down in the top left corner of the shader editor and select World. Now in the shader editor, you'll see a background node connected to the World output node. This is where your HDRI will go. Next, click on the Add menu in the shader editor. Hover over Texture and select Environment Texture. This will create a new node in the editor. The Environment Texture node now needs to be connected to the background node. Click and drag from the yellow dot on the right side of the Environment Texture node and connect it to the color input on the background node. Now, to load your HDRI, click on the Open button in the Environment Texture node. A file explorer will pop up. Navigate to where your HDRI image is stored on your computer, select it, and click Open. To make sure it's visible in the render, go to the top right corner of the viewport and click on the Render Preview mode. This will show you how the HDRI is affecting your scene's lighting and reflections. If the HDRI looks too bright or too dim, you can adjust the strength of the lighting. To do this, add a RGB curves node between the environment texture and the background node. You can tweak the curve to change the intensity of the HDRI lighting. Alternatively, you could use the strength slider in the background node to adjust the overall brightness. If you want to rotate the HDRI to change the lighting direction, you can add a mapping node and a texture coordinate node. Connect the texture coordinate node to the mapping node and then connect the mapping node to the environment texture node. In the mapping node, you can adjust the rotation to change the position of the HDRI. That's it. Now you've successfully added and customized a HDRI in Blender. I hope this video helped.